Hi, my name is Corvus, and this is gaming news. Many awards were handed out throughout the course of the lengthy show, culminating with the announcement of the highly coveted overall Game of the Year award. The winner was From Software's Elden Ring, which beat out other GOTY nominees like A Plague Tale, Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Game director Hidetaka Miyazaki appeared on stage to accept the award. Through a translator, Miyazaki thanked the developers and publisher From Software, as well as author George R.R. Martin, who wrote the backstory and lore for Elden Ring. Miyazaki also thanked fans for their support and teased that From Software has more in store for Elden Ring and other ideas to come in the future. God of War Ragnarok led all others with 10 total nominations, while Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden West had 7 nominations each. In addition to overall Game of the Year, Elden Ring won Best Game Direction, Best Art Direction, and Best RPG. The Game Awards is a few days away, and while it has been confirmed to be shorter than in past years, many are excited to check out the new world premieres alongside the award distribution. One of the most anticipated games for the ceremony, which was previously rumored but now confirmed, is Star Wars Jedi: Survivor. Set 5 years after Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order, players will once again step into the shoes of Cal Kestis as he is pursued by the Empire for being one of the last Jedi in the universe. EA, Lucasfilm, and Respawn have confirmed fans will get a first look at Star Wars Jedi: Survivor in action in a PR release, confirming there will be a gameplay trailer at the Game Awards. What's more interesting is that Star Wars Jedi: Survivor's release date leaked hours before this confirmation, suggesting its release date will be March 15 or March 16, perhaps depending on the region. Gamers were also treated to some amazing trailers showing off what to expect from the industry. Kojima's Death Stranding 2 was finally revealed, and the trailer is as cryptic as it is intriguing. Although it seems to exist in a realm of its own regarding genre and storytelling, there are a few elements that appear to be borrowed from Metal Gear Solid. Gamers witnessed the return of stealth in indoor environments in Death Stranding 2's enigmatic trailer, which is something the series has been moving towards since Death Stranding Director's Cut. The focus on Fragile also suggests that the game may take a page from Metal Gear Solid 2 and switch up the protagonist, and there's obviously the huge mech that basically has Metal Gear stamped on its forehead. With fans highly anticipating an announcement by developer From Software at the Game Awards, many expectations have been shattered as the company has announced the development of Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. A relatively more niche series from the developer, an Armored Core announcement might not be the Elden Ring DLC confirmation that some fans were expecting, but it is still a great surprise for fans. The announcement of Armored Core 6 came towards the end of the Game Awards, right before the eventual reveal that From Software would once again walk away with the Game of the Year award. Considering that the Armored Core series has had a 10-year break until now, confirmation that a 6th game is finally coming is a huge boon for fans of the classic titles that reach all the way back to the PlayStation 1 era. This new reveal trailer opens in classic From Software fashion, with beautiful cinematic shots that don't give away too much of the story going forward with Armored Core 6: Fires of Rubicon. However, while the trailer doesn't delve too deep into the story, it does show plenty of shots of the impressive mechs that players will be tasked with controlling and destroying at the same time. At the same time, the reveal doesn't exactly show much gameplay outside of the different designs that players might be able to use while playing the next Armored Core title. Publisher 505 Games unveiled crime boss, Rockay City, an upcoming first-person shooter with a cast that's so incredibly stacked it would likely even turn heads if attached to a Hollywood blockbuster, let alone an indie heist game. The development of Crime Boss, Rockay City is handled by Ingam Studios, a Czech Republic-based company founded in 2020. According to the studio's website, its current staff encompasses over 70 people, including game industry veterans who previously worked on some globally successful projects such as Kingdom Come Deliverance and the Mafia series. The company appears to be much better funded than an average indie venture, as underlined by the fact that its offices are in what it describes as a downtown palace spanning more than 3,200 square feet. The TGA announcement trailer reveals that Crime Boss takes place in the titular Rockay City, a fictional Florida metropolis that seems to be influenced by the aesthetic of Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. The main difference between the two Miami-inspired settings is that Rockstar's cult classic emulated the 80s, whereas Crime Boss, Rockay City will draw from the 90s. Gameplay-wise, the title will seemingly be closer to Overkill Software's Payday than the GTA series, as the developers say they are focused on delivering cinematic, action-packed heists. Contrary to what its star-studded cast might suggest, Crime Boss, Rockay City is an AA game, as perhaps best evidenced by the fact it's set to launch at a modest price of $39.99. What's more, the title is currently available for pre-order at a 40% discount via the Epic Games Store as part of an announcement sale that's running until December 12. Epic obtained exclusive PC distribution rights to Crime Boss, Rockay City, which also happens to be powered by its very own Unreal Engine 5. Dead Island 2 received a new trailer showing gameplay features as it takes players on a tour of Los Angeles. The wait for a new title in the franchise has been long, with another Dead Island 2 delay that happened last month. With the new showcase held, fans gained new information to satisfy more of their curiosity about what the game has in store. Originally announced at E3 2014, Dead Island 2 has been going through development hell similar to what happened with the first game, suffering several delays and being considered abandoned. The new narrative is set in California, marking a departure from the previous entries in the series, and is a first-person action RPG filled with zombies and plenty of action. In the new trailer, players accompany Jacob and Amy, two of Dead Island 2's 6 Slayers, on a tour of the beauties and dangers of Los Angeles. The new Dead Island 2 trailer introduces players to LA with dark humor, parodied by Goat Simulator 3 in its Dead Island 2 trailer. In this LA version of Los Angeles created by Deep Silver and Dambuster Studios, players are led around by Jacob, one of the game's playable characters. The trailer shows locations such as beaches, houses, and streets filled with zombies, while Jacob carries a wrench and a baton as he explores the city and introduces players to the other survivors of the outbreak without revealing their identities. The second part of the trailer is narrated by Amy, another playable character, and during her segment, the combat possibilities in Dead Island 2 are introduced. Players will have different ways to eliminate the zombies, such as using their bare hands, with a good dose of brutality, slicing, kicking, trampling, burning, and using guns. The variety of weapons that appear in the trailer is significant and includes katanas, machetes, swords, baseball bats, different types of hammers, and bear claws. The game will also have several firearms, one of the aspects that set Dead Island 2 apart from Dying Light 2. The Game Awards featured plenty of exciting announcements, and Remnant 2 was among the new games revealed at the event. Remnant 2 is a sequel to Remnant from the Ashes, an action-adventure shooter that was originally released in 2019. The game ended up being a sales success, as it has sold over 3 million copies as of December 2021. Players can choose from a few different classes and weapons in Remnant from the Ashes, with each focusing on a different gameplay style. Users can then upgrade their weapons and armor before heading out into the dangerous world and facing all sorts of monsters. While Remnant can be played solo, it has a bigger emphasis on co-op, as users must work together to defeat the various challenging bosses that are spread across the world. Now, developer Gunfire Games has announced its full sequel titled Remnant 2 alongside an exciting new trailer. The announcement trailer for Remnant 2 consists of various gameplay snippets that introduce the enemies, bosses, and levels in the game. It shows the sheer variety of foes players will be facing throughout their playthroughs, and the boss fights look similarly exciting. It also seems like Remnant 2 will feature a vast number of locations for gamers to explore. The trailer ends with footage of what looks to be a major story boss, and the description confirms a 2023 release window. Fans should note that Remnant 2 will only be available on PC and current-gen consoles, so it will apparently not release on PS4 or Xbox One. Hopefully, this means that the development team will be able to create a game to take full advantage of the PS5 and Xbox Series X without being held back by previous generation consoles in any way. At the Game Awards 2022, a new trailer for The Lords of the Fallen was shown, revealing the two monster-filled worlds the game takes place in. The title, which was originally believed to be Lords of the Fallen 2, was formally announced at Gamescom Opening Night Live 2022 with the updated name The Lords of the Fallen. The original Lords of the Fallen was released in 2014 as one of the first prominent games in the Soulslike genre to not be developed by famed Elden Ring and Dark Souls developer From Software. While the game's developer DECK13 went on to make the Surge series, publisher Cygames would begin looking for another studio to make a sequel to Lords of the Fallen in 2015, eventually assigning the project to its own subsidiary studio Hexworks. Little information on the game would surface until its formal announcement at Gamescom 2022. Viewers of the Game Awards 2022 were given a new look at the Lords of the Fallen with the premiere of a new gameplay trailer. Captured in-game, this trailer gives hints about the game's setting of two different worlds, which were viewable to the protagonist through a lamp. Various enemies are given the spotlight, including spectral horrors, multi-limbed monsters, and boss-like wizards using both magic and melee weapons. It evokes the body horror aesthetic seen in From Software's PS4 exclusive Bloodborne as well as the fantasy settings seen in Elden Ring and the Dark Souls series. CD Projekt Red has shared the full patch notes for the release of The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt Complete Edition on next-gen consoles. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt is one of the most decorated RPGs of the previous generation, and the new release seems to have received similar critical acclaim. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt Complete Edition currently has a score of 97 on Metacritic, although it has only received a handful of reviews so far. CD Projekt Red previously highlighted some of the biggest changes coming to PS5 and Xbox Series XS versions of The Witcher 3, including support for ray tracing and a separate mode for 60 FPS gameplay. It also confirmed different camera options for exploration and combat, in addition to a new Ultra Plus setting on the PC version. The developer has now released the official patch notes for this re-release of The Witcher 3 that describe the changes in detail. The patch notes for The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt Complete Edition are divided into different categories, with some specific to PC and next-gen consoles. CD Projekt Red added ray-traced global illumination and ambient occlusion to this version, with PC owners also having the option to enable ray-traced reflections and shadows. The update also comes with various mods in addition to 4K textures for Geralt, Yennefer, Triss, Ciri, and more. The patch notes then describe the PC-exclusive Ultra Plus mode, which is said to significantly improve the graphics of The Witcher 3. They also confirm that the Xbox Series S version of the game will not feature ray tracing, but fans can still take advantage of a high frame rate mode that targets 60 FPS gameplay. Other platform-specific features include support for adaptive triggers and haptic feedback on DualSense controllers as well as activity cards for the PS5 version. This is followed by a detailed section on the quality of life changes coming to The Witcher 3 as well as some improvements CD Projekt Red made to the gameplay. Fortnite has entered a new chapter. Chapter 4 Season 1 has officially started, which means a new battle pass is finally here. The battle pass will be available until the end of this first season, so players have until March 10 to complete it before it's gone. Epic Games seems to have significantly nerfed season-long milestone quests and made weekly quests temporary. This makes Fortnite's Battle Pass significantly harder to complete for players that haven't started it on day one or don't do their weekly quests quickly. This article will showcase the main Battle Pass cosmetics, which will hopefully motivate gamers to want to finish it and to start earning XP right from the get-go. This Battle Pass is starting out with 7 new skins. They start off a bit more bubbly and colorful, and as players progress through the pass, they'll unlock some more threatening and intimidating outfits to add to their locker. As time goes by, more bonus rewards pages will be revealed, which will uncover additional styles for skins and other cosmetic items. On top of that, there is a new category of additional styles named mid-season drops. These bonus styles will only be coming to the game in a few weeks, but they're already displayed in Fortnite's Battle Pass tab. Fans of The Witcher will be happy to know that, as of this season, Geralt of Rivia will officially become a playable skin. He is joining the Fortnite roster as the 8th free skin of the Battle Pass. Geralt of Rivia will become available in February. Some players thought that at least one holiday skin would make it into the battle pass since it started right before the holiday season, but that wasn't the case. Surely some sort of Winterfest event will take place later on, and players will be able to earn some seasonal skins. Here are all the skins that come with the battle pass and the cosmetics that are part of their sets. Celine, Masai, Doomslayer, Nezumi, Halsey, The Ageless, Dusty, Geralt of Rivia. Thank you for viewing. Please subscribe, like and comment on this video.